Good evening, class. This is Mrs. Albright, and tonight we are working on Module 5, Lesson 21, and our objective is to continue building on what we did last night and practice using models like tape diagrams or number lines to add two fractions with related denominators. So get your scratch paper or whiteboard and get ready to go. This first problem is 3/8 plus 3/4. Now I know that my number of units are the same, but that doesn't help me add these. Because the denominators are different, I have to do something to these fractions before I can add them together. So because I only have 3/8, I can't divide this by anything and turn these eighths into fourths. So I'm going to focus on changing the fraction 3/4. I'm going to start by drawing tape diagrams for both of these fractions. So here I'm going to divide this tape diagram up into eighths, and I'm going to shade in 3 of them. That represents my first add-in, 3/8. And now I'm going to draw another tape diagram about the same size, and I'm going to divide that into fourths, and I will shade in 3 of those to represent my 3/4. Now we have learned with finding equivalent fractions and decomposing that I can turn my fourths into eighths. If I multiply each of these fourths by 2 and break each of those fourths in half, so I'm multiplying my numerator and my denominator, I can turn this fourths tape diagram into eighths. So my 3/4 now becomes 6/8. What I can do now is rewrite my addition sentence. So instead of 3/8 plus 3/4, it will be 3/8 plus 6/8. And altogether, that is 9/8. And I can even count that and double check with how many eighths are shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all together. Now I can also decompose that into a mixed number so that I have my 8/8 and 1/8 left over. That adds up to the 9 that I have in this fraction. So I can rewrite this as 1 whole and 1/8. And that is my answer to 3/8 plus 3/4. I would like you to try it with this problem, 2/5 plus 7/10, and think about which of these fractions should you change. So hopefully when you attempted this problem, you drew your 2 tape diagrams. You broke 1 into 5ths. One into 10ths, and I'm going to shade 2 of the 5ths, and I'm going to shade 7 of my 10ths, and I'm going to decompose my 5ths. I'm going to multiply each of these 5ths into 2 pieces. So now I have turned my 5ths into 10ths. So my new addition sentence is, I'm sorry, not 10. 2 times 2 is 4. My 2/5 has turned into 4/10, which I can now add to my 7/10. And altogether, I get 11/10, which I can decompose into a mixed number, 10/10 and 1/10, and rewrite that as 1 whole and 1/10. So hopefully that is what you got for your answer. For this problem, I'm going to use a different strategy. I'm going to draw a number line. I'm going to label it 0, and I know that this answer is going to end up being more than 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 1 whole and my 2 whole on my number line. And since my first add-in is half, I'm going to divide this one in half and write 1/2 on the number line right there. Now what I am adding to this fraction are eighths. So now I've already divided my number line in half. Now I'm going to divide it into eighths. And I'm going to go ahead and divide this one into eighths as well. So when I am adding these up, my 1/2, I'm going to start here at 1/2, and then I'm going to count up 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/8, and I end right there, which I can see is 1 whole and 1, 2, 3/8. So that's just another strategy of how you can solve problems like this. I would like you to try that strategy with this problem, 5/6 plus 2/3. So to solve this, again, I'm going to draw my number line, 0, 1 whole, 2 whole. I'm going to take my fraction that has the smaller denominator, the thirds, and I'm going to divide my number line into thirds first, and I'm going to put my dot at 2/3, that's where I'm starting. And since I'm adding 6, now I want to break this number line up again so that I have 6 equal parts within each whole. So here I am at my 2/3, and I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know my answer is 1 whole and 3/6. I can simplify that and say 1 and 1/2 because 3/6 is equal to 1/2. So hopefully that is the answer that you got. For this step, we want to start taking the models away and see how can we use arithmetic to solve this problem without drawing visual models. And here I have 3/4 plus 6/8, so I want to think about these fourths and ask myself, can I change this fraction and find an equivalent fraction to turn this into eighths? And I know that in order to turn fourths into eighths, I would have to multiply by 2. So whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. So in my head, I'm thinking 3/4 is equal to 3 times 2 over 4 times 2, and that ends up being 6/8. So that's the work that I'm doing in my head to find out this equivalent fraction. So now I can rewrite my addition sentence as 6/8 plus 6/8, and I get a total of 12/8. Now, of course, I don't want to leave my fraction as 12/8. I want to decompose this. So here I've got 8/8 and 4/8 left over. So this is 1 whole and 4/8. And since we've been practicing simplifying fractions into their lowest terms, this ends up becoming 1 and 1/2. But if you got your answer as 1 and 4/8, that would be absolutely correct. So please do your best to attempt these 4 problems. Use whichever of those strategies you feel most comfortable with. As a challenge, try to write your answer in simplest form. But if you give me your answer in the units that you are adding or subtracting, that is acceptable as well. So the simplest form is the bonus challenge part of this lesson. Make sure you bring any questions you have back to class, and we will continue working on this skill tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great night.